Hi guys, welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today I'm going to be showing you my mom's recipe of chocolate marble cake. So I'm going to go over the ingredients with you. You will be needing 1 cup of softened butter at room temperature, salted or unsalted, it's totally up to you. 4 eggs, 3.5 cups of flour. In here I've also added 1/8 teaspoon of salt. You'll also be needing 2.5 cups of sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and you'll also be needing 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder and 3 tablespoons of milk. So I'm going to be using my standing mixer today, but definitely you can use a handheld mixer or a whisk. Just using a whisk might take a little bit longer, but it's totally up to you. So right now we're going to add in our butter and our sugar into our mixer or your bowl, whatever you're using. And you're going to mix it up for about 2 minutes until it's nice and creamy. Make sure you scrape the sides as you go along, just to have everything well mixed in and incorporated. Okay, your mixture will look a bit coarse and thick, but don't worry about it because we're going to be adding in our eggs and it's going to be perfect. The batter is going to be perfect. Now make sure you have your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and make sure you have a bundt pan already buttered or sprayed with Pam, so you're ready to go once your mixture is done. So we're going to add in our eggs. You can put them in all at once, and we're going to mix again for another minute or two. Okay, after adding in my eggs, you can see the mixture is coming together just perfectly. So now we're going to add in our flour and salt mixture and our baking soda. We're going to put that all together into the flour, and we're going to add it in 2 separate portions. Now we're pouring in half of our flour mixture. Then we're going to put it on low speed and we're going to mix that together just until well incorporated. And then you can higher the speed just because in the beginning it can splatter all over the place and you'll get your counters and yourself all dirty. Now we're going to add in the remaining of our flour mixture and we're going to mix on low speed. Then we can turn it up to medium speed just for about 30 seconds or so. Okay, so our mixture, as you can see, is really thick. So we're going to add in half of the 3 tablespoons of milk, just roughly. It's about 1.5 tablespoons. And then the remaining we'll be using for the chocolate part of the batter. So we're going to mix that in a bit, just to loosen up the batter a little. As you can see, our batter is nice and thick. So if you are using a handheld mixer, make sure that you switch to a spatula if it gets a little hard to mix. Or if you are using a whisk, you're going to definitely have to switch to a spatula to start mixing things in together. So now we're going to take out about 1 cup of this batter and we're going to add in our cocoa to it. So let's take out our 1 cup of the batter. Now, the remaining milk as well, we're going to be putting into our chocolate mixture. So now I'm going to put this into a separate bowl, the 1 cup of mixture, and I'm going to add in the cocoa powder, the 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and I'm going to add in the remaining 1.5 tablespoons of milk. Now we'll add in the cocoa powder and the rest of the milk that we have remaining, the 1.5 tablespoons. And this is what's going to marbleize our vanilla butter cake. So we're gonna mix this together and I'll let you know what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so now we have our chocolate mixture here, which was a cup of the vanilla batter plus 1.5 tablespoons of milk plus 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Now in the vanilla mixture, don't be tempted to add anything to loosen up the batter, because this batter is a very beautiful batter, and it is going to turn out to be a beautiful butter cake which you really will enjoy. So just patiently pour it into the bundt pan, and then you're going to spread it out. So with our mini ice cream scoop or tablespoon, whatever you have on hand, we're going to place the chocolate batter in little scoops. Okay, so now we're going to make some swirls with our butter knife, and then we'll add the remaining chocolate batter. So I've just kind of pressed in the chocolate batter with a butter knife, just gently, because it will seep through. The chocolate will go through the vanilla cake, and it will make that marble effect. So just be patient with it. Okay, so as you can see, I just kind of gently put it through the vanilla batter. I didn't press it down too much into the batter, just gently left it on top, because as I said, it will seep through the vanilla batter. So now we're going to place it in our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to cook it we're going to bake it for about an hour or so. I'll let you know exactly how long mine was in the oven for, but if you're unsure after an hour if it's cooked, you can always put a toothpick and check if it comes out clean, and there you'll have it. So my cake baked for exactly 55 minutes, and as you can see, we didn't have to do much to get that great marble effect with the chocolate and the vanilla mixed together. So now we're going to let our cake cool for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we're going to gently run a butter knife around the edges of the cake just to make sure everything is loosened up before we invert it onto a platter or plate. Well, my cake has been cooled off for about 10 minutes, and then I inverted it onto a plate. So now we're going to cut into it. I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. As you can see inside, guys, you can see the chocolate with the vanilla marbleized. Now you can definitely serve this with some icing sugar sprinkled on top, or you can make a simple chocolate ganache or a chocolate frosting, or even you can make a simple icing and put it on top. But I like to serve this just as it is with some coffee or tea, and you're ready to go. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Try this recipe at home, and please don't forget to subscribe so you can see my future videos, and take care. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.